All right, we're going to talk about a bedtime routine, bedtime stretching routine that you can do right when you're winding down for bed. We're really going to focus on deep breathing, and with these stretches, we're not really focusing on exaggerating any of them. We're just focusing on feeling the muscle that is stretching, breathing through it, causing some release work, and then it will help us fall asleep. It really will. It'll help us have a good night's sleep, wake up feeling refreshed the next morning. I'm a firm believer that if you can fall asleep feeling good, then you're putting yourself in a really great situation for a good night's rest and feeling refreshed the next morning. So without further ado, let's dive in. The first one's going to be cat-cow, and you can do this in your bed or on the floor, wherever you're comfortable. You can do right on your wrist on all fours, just like this, or if you have wrist problems, you can come onto a pillow, kind of rest your elbows here and perform the movement this way. And really you can do this for as many times feels good, maybe between 5 and 12 reps or however many you need is a great amount. Nice and slow. Deep breathing through your stretching. The next one is a cat stretch. So you're here and you're going to drop down. You use your pillow, kind of rest your arms onto your pillow and stretch just as is. You can push your hips back and away from you. Breathing. If you feel that in your shoulders, you can bend your elbows and bring them closer to your body and then fall down that way. Next one is the pec stretch. So you're going to need a couple pillows for this or a nice long pillow. And you're going to lay them as if you're going to lay on top of them, just like this. And you want them to be a little bit elevated because what we're going to do is we're going to lay down on it and our arms are going to fall down to our sides. And so in this situation, I'm going to feel it right through my chest. My spine is elevated off of the surface. If you feel like you need more of a stretch or you want your arms to fall further down, you can add another, maybe a blanket if you need a little bit more height, or perhaps another pillow. And again, you're focusing on deep breathing, kind of melting into the pillow. And then in this position, what you can do is bring your arms up. Kind of wherever they fall is fine. And you're gonna feel this up in your shoulders even more for a stretch. Good. Okay, and then you can walk into some rotations with your hips. So internal rotation here with your knee, kind of side to side, walking them in. We don't want any pain here, so if you do feel pain, you can stop. But this is a nice slow movement, feeling the stretch on the inside. Again, your breathing should match, oh, there's a back crack. Your breathing should match the rotating. So I'm not just, I am being mindful about my breathing. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And then moving into the next one in this position, you're gonna pop your leg up. Feel this in the outside of your hips. You can rock back and forth if you'd like, or whatever feels good. And again, it doesn't necessarily need to be a certain amount of reps or sets for this, or a certain amount of reps per side. Just whatever feels good. It could even be 2 or 3 on each side, maybe 4, a 15-second hold. Good. I always like to do a nice big stretch this way. And some butterfly. You can sit in this position, do that diaphragmatic breathing again. It's going to be a huge theme here. not necessarily trying to push your legs down as far as they'll go. They're kind of just falling. And then the last one is a little bit of rotation, just as so. If you don't feel comfortable still being on the pillows, you can. You can toss them to the side. And you can just hold here and breathe. And that would conclude our evening stretching. I hope you enjoyed.